It is very hard.
Oh,
Ano?
I'm gonna go to the Airbnb because I'm tired.
No. And there's me, I'm going to the Fansign. I'm so nervous, guys.
This is the shot.
Oh my god, guys, the bus driver literally like dropped me one stop before. I need to find the exit, which I'm already stressed out.
여기 닉네임 6자 이내로 쓰시면 되시고요. 번호표 챙겨서 다녀주셔도 되세요.
감사합니다.
I yeah. This one is first. At least yes. Thank you.
네, 저희 NTX 선수입니다. 둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. NTX입니다. 일본 잘 다녀왔고 오랜만에 팬사인회를 즐겁게 해봅시다. Let's go. Let's go. 잘 안 먹어요. 뭐야? 나 곰탕 좋아해, 곰탕. 한식 좋아하지. 오케이. 나 또 궁금한 거 있어요. 궁금한 거예요? 네. 내일 의상?
뭐야, 포즈?
다들 하늘 많이.
왜 네가 해줘?
그래서 다시.
So the first in line is Mr. Rohyun over here. You can see the way how he waved at me and handshake me. Ah! So I passed him the paper and the first thing that he mentioned, we met through fan call, right? And I said, yeah, we met through fan call and this is my first time seeing you offline. I was surprised that he still recognized me because the last time we met through fan call was like months ago and that was during the odd hour promotion. It was quite long actually. So of course, I have to say that he looked very handsome. Like he is actually handsome, like really handsome. And afterwards, he actually bring out his hand, wanting to hold my hands or something, but I got distracted by his nails, that we compare our nails instead, and see which one looks prettier. Cute! So afterwards, I actually asked him that I'm going to Busan the next day, and actually asked him for some recommendation, since it is my first time in Busan, and also he went to Busan previously with his groups. So yeah, so that's why I asked him for some recommendation, knowing like which place is good for food or anything. And he actually replied, say that, I should go there to eat seafood because it's very popular there. And not only that, he asked me to go to the beach at night. It was actually adorable that when he told me his recommendation, because he looked very happy and like happy child talking about his fun experience. It was very cute, I swear. I don't really remember what happened here, but all I can say from this video, it really shows that I had a lot of fun talking to him. He was so chill, he was so friendly, and our vibe kind of match. Yeah, it looks like we are bestie talking to each other. So the next topic I remember was like telling him that I listened to all of his mixtape and love every single one of it. And he actually asked me, which one is my favorite? And when he asked me that question, my brain suddenly just stopped. Like my brain couldn't function and think what was my favorite mixtape back then during this fansign. But now I can assure you that my favorite mixtape from Rohyun is 40 Club by him and Songwon. It's really good. You guys should go and listen to it. It is in his SoundCloud, guys. Go! I don't really remember what happened here, but I think I mentioned to him that he is a good producer because I did mention it to someone, but I'm not sure who. But I think it is him. Yeah, I'm sure it's him. So yeah, so I think that's all for this conversation with him. And yeah, next up is Uri Baekhyun. So same as Rohyun, the first thing he asked me was like, the last we met was through the fan call, right? It was something like that. And I said, yes, of course we met through fan call previously, and it's been very long since we last met each other. To which she agreed because, yeah, it's been very long since we last met through fan call. And if I'm not wrong, in this part, he actually asked me if I'm here for vacation or like, am I here for school or something? And I told him, oh, I'm here for a vacation. It was actually for my graduation trip. And just so happened that you guys had a fan sign here. So, of course, I applied for it. And here I am. So, afterwards, he was actually struggling to keep the conversation going because he was trying to speak in English. But I told him, don't worry, so you can just speak in Korean. I will try my best to understand. So the question that he asked me was like, how long will I be staying here in Korea? And I told him, it's already my 6th day here and I'll be going off in 4 more days. But tomorrow I'll be going to Busan. So he asked me when do I started liking like NTX, and I told him that I started liking you guys since big time when you guys were singing to BAP No Mercy. Because I was a huge baby and seeing them performing to No Mercy with their own style actually attracts my attention. I don't really remember what he said here, but he did ask me in count of 3, let's say our favorite BAP song. So yeah, so we did say our answer, and I said Warrior and he said Angel. He asked me why do I like Warrior, because I told him that I like strong and hard impact song. And I asked him the question, why do you like Angel? And he said he loved Daehyun's part, the high note, and actually sing that part for me. And let me tell you, I actually thought that I saw the angel in front of me singing that part. He was so cute when he was like describing his feeling when he heard that high note, because me too, I feel what he feels. I understand how he feels, because that part from Baby Daehyun's is really good. In this part, if I'm not wrong, I did mention that I hope you guys will have a collaboration soon. And he replied saying that, oh, he really respects BAP and he really hope there will be a collaboration between the both of them. And I said, yes, I really hope so. So yeah, so I think that is the end of our conversation. And before I move on to the next member, he told me that I hope you had fun in Korea and see you again. So yeah, see you! And next up is Chang-hoon. I am a huge introvert. So instead of just starting the conversation, I actually admire the way how he signed first, because at this rate, I still can't comprehend that actually seeing this whole thing in real life. So once he was done with signing the paper, he asked me if I can speak Korean, to which I replied just a little bit. If I'm not wrong, he asked me where I came from, because at first he thought I was a Malaysian, but I told him no, I am from Singapore. And he said, oh, Singapore? Oh, I went there before and I really liked the place. And afterwards, he described our monument and he actually forgot the word of it. And to ensure that I get what he described, I even ate out the Malayan and even the MBS hotel tower. It was so cute, actually. So afterwards, he asked me, am I here like to Korea for them or is it for vacation? And I replied, oh, it's actually both, because at first it was supposed to be a vacation. It was supposed to be my graduation trip here. But you guys happened to have another fan sign during my trip in Korea. So of course I just tried my luck and I'm here right now. And I also added on say that I was supposed to go to Busan today. But because I won a fan call, I pushed back my Busan trip the next day instead. So for this part, let me tell you, it was actually quite awkward for me to talk to him. I'm not sure if because I'm a huge eye or what, but I just can't talk to him. It was so awkward. But anyways, he asked me how old am I? And I told him, oh, I am 24 this year. And it's like, oh, that means you're my Nuna. I was like, yes, I'm your Nuna. I'm old, sadly.
So to clear the awkwardness, I decided to play rock, paper, scissors. Don't ask me why I decided to do that, but yeah, look at it. It is actually so awkward. I can't believe that I did a heart shape, and look at his reaction when I did that. He was like, oh, and we laughed. It was so awkward. And thankfully, he did the same thing to me. And yeah, I think that's all. And we say our goodbyes. See you next time. And I'm so sorry, Jang-hoon, that our conversation was so boring. So sorry. And next up, we have Jaemin. As usual, I passed him the paper and decided to just wait till he finished signing, because I have no idea what to say and I don't want to interrupt his moment of signing. Yes. And once he's done, I decided to introduce myself and say that I came from Singapore and we met through fan call previously, just in case he forgot about it. I also added on saying that I danced to his choreography before and actually posted in B stage. And I think he was trying to remember that pose, and when he did, he looked happy and was in disbelief. I didn't really expect him to high-five me, but I did. And he asked me when did I started dancing, and I told him I started dancing when I was 6 years old. So yeah, and he looked, wow, seriously? Something like that. And then he said, oh, that means you are better than me. But I told him, nope, I'm not good, you are better. We both are good. In this part, if I'm not wrong, we are still fighting of like who is a better dancer. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, that. And yeah, afterwards, I did mention of his dance videos. Like when is he going to post more dance videos, because I'm like waiting for it since the last time that he posted. I'm not so sure what's our conversation after this, but it was such a long conversation. And yeah, let's just say it was quite fun to talk to him. He is very vibey, and he also replied quite a long reply of what I asked him, which I'm very thankful for it, which means I don't really have to talk more. As I am an introvert, it was quite draining for me to come up with questions and ask him questions. So when he replied me shortly and I have to ask question more, it was quite draining for me. One more thing, when he talked to you, he will look directly to your eyes. So I was shy when he do that. Afterwards, he saw my nails and was like, oh, it's so pretty. The color is so pretty, it's in purple. And like, I saw you wearing purple hijab and also purple shirt. Do you like purple? I said, oh yeah, I do love purple and everything. So yeah. And I think that's the end of our conversation. And he said, have fun in Korea and see you next time maybe. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And it was awkward actually waiting for the next person to move because I have nothing to say. And yeah, so next person is Hojun. Look at his reaction when he saw my name. And he was like, Rika, oh my god, I miss you so much. I was like, and then I was like, I miss you too. He mentioned that he is so happy that he was able to see me. And I'm so happy to see you. He said something like, oh, I'm so surprised that you are here. And I was like, haha, surprise. And he's like, thank you. Oh my god. Ah. I swear, this man is so adorable. I can't take it, bro. As per usual, I will wait for him to finish his sign before I start the conversation. So the first thing he asked me whether if I can understand the Korean, which I replied I can only understand a bit. And look at his reaction when I say that I don't understand a bit. Isn't he adorable? So in this part, I told him that I have a friend of mine in Singapore that I introduced NTX to her, and I told him that he is her favorite member in NTX. And look at his reaction when I told him to look at the camera and wave to my friend. He's so adorable. Like, how? Why? And like, look at him. Ah! Yeah, so as you can see, my leg was like, because I'm like, I don't know how to express my energy, so I bring it below to my leg. I'm not really sure what we talk about here, but just look at his reaction, guys. Just look. And Atika, you are so embarrassing. What the hell? So yeah, I'm not sure what did I mention here. I have no idea what I mentioned here. But just look at him. He is so adorable. Wow, I cannot when someone look at me like that. I really don't know how did I even survive. I'm not sure what I'm saying here, but the conversation about this topic is very long. What did I even talk about? Yeah. I shook his hand. Ah! And this part I remembered that I told him that, oh, I'm so happy that I'm finally able to see you live because I've always been seeing you through fan calls. And he did mention that he's happy that he finally able to see me live also. So like, it's so adorable. Like, he's so adorable. Like, look at him. He is... I was like trying to hold myself not to squeeze his cheek because I can't do that. But yeah, so that's the end of conversation and we high five. And next up is our leader, Yoon Hyuk. Yes! As usual, he asked me if I can speak Korean. Which I said I can only understand a bit, but I can't converse. And then he still want me to speak in Korean. I was like, I will try my best. Let's go. So he first asked me a question, which I forgot about it. But I did reply. But afterwards, it just went haywire. So I think he gave up with it and he just speak to me in English. And let me tell you, he is the biggest flirt. Like, shut up! If I'm not wrong, I did told him that I'll be doing a problematic dance cover, which is already out by now. His reply afterwards actually shocked me the most because what do you mean that you watch all my dance videos that I posted on the social media? Huh, Yun Hyuk, what do you mean by that? I really appreciate it that you watch it all, but what do you mean, Yun Hyuk? Which also means that they actually view all the posts that Antifu posted on the social medias, which is really wonderful of them by doing that though. Thank you so much for everything. And in this part, he asked me who is my favorite member in NTX. I was about to say him, but he was like, be truthful. Sure, my bias is over there. He's over there. It's like, who? Someone? Oh no, it's further down more. Unho was like, oh, you prefer a teddy bear? I was like, yes, I prefer teddy bear, but I also do prefer manly guys too. Don't ask me why I say that. I tried my best to like flirt with him, but I can't. He's too much of a flirt. I can't. Never. So he asked me, how old am I? And I said, oh, I'm 24 years old this year. And he said, oh, so that means you're a Nuna. I was like, yes, I'm a Nuna. Ah! And also I mentioned to him that few days ago was my birthday. And he was like, oh, happy birthday, Nuna. Shut up, you know. Like, I don't want a new bias. Calm down. So he asked me how many days left I have in Korea. And I told him, oh, I left with 2 more days. I'm going to Busan tomorrow. And he said, have fun in Busan and see you next time. See you. And next up, we have the lovely Magne Sangwon. Same with the others, I will wait for them to finish their sign before I start the conversation. And the first thing that he asked me was, how old am I? And I told him, oh, I'm 24 years old. And he was like, 00? And I was like, yeah, 00. That means you're a Nuna. And I was like, yes, I'm a Nuna. And he was like, then can I call you Nuna from now on? I was like, yeah, sure, you can call me Nuna from now on. Like, I'm totally fine with it. Sure. Ah. Actually, I don't really remember what's our conversation about because I can't really see much through this angle. But I do remember he asked me where I came from and like how long will I be staying in Korea. I can't really remember much, but I do know that he's very fun to talk to because 1, he is very smiley. 2, he's very engaging despite having language barrier. And 3, he is very vibey. It's like even though you can't really say much, but he tried to make it as if that he wanted to continue the conversation, which I really appreciate it a lot. Yeah. And also, now I do know why he have a lot of Nuna fans. Because he is adorable, like really. If you think that he's already cute on like through your phone or through your screen, but in real life, he's actually way more adorable. I actually developed a cuteness aggression towards him. Like at first, it was only towards like Hojun and like Unho, but to him, yeah, I just want to squeeze his cheeks. It's like, he's so adorable. And I realized after watching this video, each member have roughly around 2 to 3 minutes each, where actually in fan calls it's roughly around 1 to 1.5 minutes. So it's actually quite long, and especially someone who's not fully prepared, I was not expecting it to be that long. So whatever question that I asked, it was already answered within 1 minute. So I tried my best to come up with a lot of questions or like on the spot. Like for example, his hair is pretty and like you are handsome and everything. So that's the end of the conversation with Seongwon. And next up is my favorite, Eunho. And his reaction was so cute when he saw me. But yeah, so the next video will be a video taken by Sales and I hope you enjoy it.
아, 마이크 나와요? 아, 멋있다. 야, 멋있다. 10점. 마음에 들어, 마음에 들어. 아스날이. 저 갑자기 축구팀 들어가도 돼요, 근데?
진짜요?
저는요, 예.
저는 5번.
볼륨업 오네가이시마스. 지금까지 NTX였습니다. 둘, 셋. 바이바이.
지난 되는 순위표가 나온다면 잠시만을